Hello, students. To help with our writing voice, you are going to create an autobiography collage. Just like the unit collages we have done in the past, you're going to be mixing pictures and paragraphs. But unlike the collages we've done in the past, this one's going to be about you. I shared a template with you on Google Classroom. Now, I never ask you to do anything I wouldn't do myself, so I created one as well. This took me about 35 minutes. So, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to need to insert some rectangles and fill them with color. In the first box, you're going to write your first name with an explanation. Why your parents chose this name, how you feel about it. This is worth 15 points. I would recommend using a 14-point font, maybe a 12-point font, nothing smaller and nothing bigger than 14. Gabriel. My parents named me Gabriel after my father, but no one in my family calls me Gabriel. In fact, I don't think I've ever heard anyone in my family refer to me by that name. They've always called me Butch. I always thought that Butch was my real name. When I was in the first grade, my teacher refused to call me Butch and told me my name was Gabriel. I cried because I couldn't spell it. I hated the name growing up, and all my friends called me Butch. Now, as an adult, I love my name, Gabriel. I just hate it when people shorten it to Gabe. It sounds very old man to me. Next, you're going to create a T-chart with your likable and less likable traits for 5 points. My likable traits are I'm funny, I'm caring, I'm creative, and I'm kind. My unlikable traits are I could be stubborn, I'm impatient, I'm impulsive, and at times I can be naive. Next, I'd like you to do a Google search for friendship quotes. Find one that speaks to you, copy it, and explain why you chose it, what it means to you for 15 points. No man is a failure who has friends is a famous quote from It's a Wonderful Life. Although I've never seen this holiday classic, I agree with the quote. It doesn't matter how smart you are, or think you are, how talented you are, or how much money you have. You need friends. I consider myself very lucky to have the friends that I have. I have noticed, especially during this pandemic, how friends change your outlook on life. Next, give me the story of how you met your best friend for 15 points. I met Dr. Bacigalupo on the day before the first day of school in September of 2001. It was a teacher-only breakfast in the Loams cafeteria, and since we both were new to Island Park and didn't know anyone, we stood on the side while the other teachers sat with each other, catching up with their friends and talking about how they spent their summer vacations. We just started talking to each other and found we had a lot in common, and we actually knew a few of the same people from working in the New York City schools. We quickly became friends, and over the next few days, I made more friends at Loams. Next, who is your hero? It could be somebody famous, it could be somebody you know. Who is it, and why are they your hero? For 15 points. My hero is my father. My dad dropped out of school when he was in the 8th grade. It was the Great Depression, and he needed to get a job to help his family. My dad did whatever he needed to do for his family. Although he dropped out of school at a young age, my dad was incredibly smart. I loved watching Jeopardy with him. Whenever he correctly answered a question that I didn't know, which happens a lot, I couldn't help but smile. My dad was also a great card player. Or I'm a bad card player, we haven't ruled that out yet. Although I used to get frustrated playing cards with him and the corny jokes he used to tell, something else I inherited from him, my dad is the person I try most to be like. Now we're ready for pictures. You're going to need a picture of you and the friend you spoke about, and a picture of your hero. Now, my pictures are too big, so I'm going to probably have to crop them or make them smaller, or both. So this is a collage. I need you to rearrange your rectangles and your pictures, make it visually appealing for 10 points. Notice in my collage, all the boxes are touching. There's no wasted space. Nothing is too crowded. Again, I recommend a font of about 12 to 14. Nothing too big, nothing too small. I also cropped a few of the pictures and resized them. Lastly, you're going to proofread your paper for grammar, spelling, and capitalization for 10 points. I know, I saw the 2 mistakes. I'm going to fix them. So now it's your turn. Please use this time to create your autobiography collage, and we can conference if you're in trouble or need help. Good luck, guys.